updates too.
A lot. We are on Facebook. Let me turn my mic down. It feels very loud. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Good.
And we have got a special guest, Sarah Tappe. Tappe? What? How do you say your last name? Is it Tappe? Tappe?
It is definitely Tappe.
Tappe.
Just like it's spelled.
Do you remember when I had one of the guys from The Office, Bob Vance, make a video for us for Pretzel Day when we got together and had Pretzel Day? And I had him make a video. I paid the money for, I don't know what that service is called, but celebrities will make a video. And he was Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration. And I was so upset because I paid money to say your all's name. And I even had it, how to pronounce it, like TOP-EE. And he didn't do it. And so I felt really bad. So we are here. Dave Johnston is out getting his prescription pad up in Chicago so he can write prescriptions for everybody. Sarah, because you're our guest, I came up with, and your last name is Tappe. I've got top 5 questions for you. All right.
Okay.
You've not heard these before, right?
Nope. I'm not.
These are just for fun. We want to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Everybody wants to get to know you a little bit more. And the first thing that comes to mind. So favorite restaurant?
I wasn't prepared for this.
That's the point.
Favorite restaurant. I know. Right now it's Little Greek. Would be my favorite.
Where's that at? I've not been to that.
It's over off of Cantrell in the Pleasant Ridge, over there by Bonefish Grill. It's a Little Greek place.
It's a Little Greek.
Got the best French fries around and the best tzatziki sauce ever made. So
they have the best what around?
The French fries.
Really?
Really I know the Greek place for French fries, but they're really good.
Oh, they're kind of all over. All right, that's a good. I like that. I'll check them out. Secondly, what's your favorite movie or TV show?
Oh, I mean, The Office, obviously.
Okay.
Watched it. I haven't watched it in a while since they moved it to Peacock. But
yeah. John, do you have a favorite TV show?
Years and years.
Oh, for years. Do you have a favorite episode?
Oh, favorite episode?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's hard to beat the Conviction, right? The Conviction, yes. Or no, the Convict. Convict.
The Convict. Yes, that's a good episode.
Yeah.
John, where'd she go? Oh no, she got mad and left. John, do you have a favorite? She'll come back. Do you have a favorite TV show or movie?
I guess favorite movie would be like Gladiator. Something there. I really enjoy it.
Do they say, "Are you not entertained" in that one?
Yeah, that's what he yells out at everybody. And then last week I had a little bit of "Am I Not Merciful" going on with the students. We were looking at "Blessed Are the Merciful," for the Issue of Mercy. Yeah,
Madeline, she's never seen Gladiator, and but she came home. She had a great time at youth group, and she was trying to say what that movie was. She was talking about mercy and merciful, and the movie starts with the G. And then I said, "Is it Gladiator?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's the one." And I said, "Did you all show that clip?" And she's like, "No, it was too violent." But Mr. John explained it. Was her?
I shared the where the Emperor's yelling at his sister, "Am I not merciful?"
Yeah,
that was a story that Christy and I would yell at each other when I left the door open or something, and she would shut it, and then she'd yell that at me or something like that. It was just always a good.
I love it, Sarah. What's a product you'd be a spokesperson for free?
For free?
Yeah. What's a product you absolutely love? You'd be like, I would. For me, it's the footwear of Red Wing boots.
Okay.
That is a sharp product. So what about you?
Folgers coffee.
Folgers coffee. All right. That's
just
pretty good.
Coffee in general.
Just coffee in general. John, do you have one?
Like Spark from Advocare. Drink that daily. So didn't take it to Fort Worth with us, and we were missing it for a couple of days. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But you have it now. Favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert. I'm gonna go with. So it's really simple, but I like an angel food cake with chocolate frosting.
I love it. My grandmother is a huge angel cake food fan, like an angel cake
Yeah.
fan. We had it all every time we went over to that house. That and like the ice cream that you buy in the big bucket with the chocolate swirl or the strawberry swirl.
Mhm.
That was grandma's dessert. What about you, John? Do you have a favorite dessert?
Yeah, mine would be a tiramisu,
Ooh,
specifically from Johnny Carino's.
where's that at?
Ooh.
We used to have I guess we used to have a Carino's in North Little Rock and
Okay.
somewhere up there by the mall. But I don't know if they've all died or just a few, but it was a good tiramisu. They made it in house. I can remember. I remember even making it a few times.
Yeah.
But it's good.
For years, my favorite dessert has been bread pudding.
Oh.
Until I was having it a couple weeks ago. Deborah and I were, and she's like, "This is no more than this is just French toast in a dish." And ever since she said it, she was exactly right. Like as I was eating, I was like, "This is French toast." And then it ruined it. It's like I'm paying for French toast. I'm not paying for French toast anymore for a dessert. So she ruined that for me. All right. And then fifthly, because we all want to get to know you, what's a job you'd like? Like what's a dream job if money or location wasn't an issue?
Dream job if money and location wasn't an issue. I do not know that one because I don't want to I'm just kidding. Dream job if money and location wasn't an issue. Well, and if I had the skills to do it.
Sure.
I know it's really weird, but having the husband that I have,
Yes.
I've always been super interested in like the ethical hacker things, like being able to prove that I would love to do something like that. Like we even talked for a while about me going through some training and doing stuff earlier on in our marriage, but yeah, that I don't know why. I would love to go into a system and show them how I could break in and break it down for them.
We should start a company where the three of us, we like get contracts from companies and see if we can break in and like wear disguises. I'll have a mustache over my mustache.
Yeah.
Like a big cowboy
show them
hat.
Where their security is.
Show them where what about you, John? Do you have like a dream job if all the things? Do you have something you'd be like if money and location wasn't an issue?
Man, I don't think so. Okay. But location, I'd be like, I want to be by the beach. So
that's good.
I don't know. I'd collect seashells really, really well, sell them. I have no idea, but I think being close to the beach would be a lot of fun and hanging out there. I just now need to find a skill that can land it there.
Yeah, you'll do it. You'll do it. Sarah, how long have you and Sean, we'll get to our passage in a minute, but we love you. We think you do great in the office. For those who don't know, I'm sure everybody knows, but Sarah is in our office, our communications person, and does a lot for us that way. When did you and Sean come to the church?
We started here back in 2011.
Okay. 10 years.
And so, yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
And you and Sean have both been really invested in the worship ministry. When did that start? How long after?
I honestly don't remember. It wasn't long after we got here, just because, I mean, Trey approached us pretty quickly and asked us to jump in and be a part. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
And then Sean, he helps out with you, John, in youth ministry, right? At Refuge.
Yeah, he's there on Wednesday nights helping out and bringing kids around and playing games and helping the Bible study. So very good. Very good.
I love Sean Tappe, and I love all the Tappes. What I love about Sean is he is one of the few people that I can't read. I have I can walk into a room and normally know like what the vibe of the room is. He's the one person I can never read, and I have no idea what he's ever thinking. Is he like that for you, Sarah?
Yeah. I mean, even after almost 17 years of being married, I'm just still going, okay, wait, I'm going to need to give me a better clue than that. Like, are you serious right now?
I think he is one of the most genuinely kind-hearted, happy. Now, I don't know if happy is the right word, but like good-natured and thinks well of situations.
Yeah.
Like I know he has gone through discouragement before and anger, but I think he's one of those rare people that just thinks the best about things.
It's true.
How annoying is that to live with?
Well, sometimes I have said to him, can you come to my level one time? Like just one time. Like if I like am angry or whatever, I'm like, just be angry with me one time.
One time. No, I get it. Well, Sarah, we do love you. We're so glad you're in the office. We're so glad you and the Tappes are at the church. Like, you all really do make the church a better place to be. And you've done nothing but bless the church with your all's presence. So we're honored, and I'm honored to work with you, and glad you're here today for our Minute with the Ministers, where Dave Johnston is. He's out of town graduating. He just graduated with his doctorate in ministry, I think specializing in New Testament. Very proud of him. That's a big accomplishment, and he will be back sometime this week. But we thought it'd be fun to sit down with Sarah, because she is an integral part of our team here on the staff, where we sit down and talk about the passage from the sermon that I preached on Sunday. Both y'all were out of town, but you listened to the sermon. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really want to dive super deep, because I did want to ask you those questions mostly once you said yes, you'd come on. But really there towards the end, I did a little bit on the application, and what's stuck with me is when he says in verse 12, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified you for a share of the inheritance of the saints in light. And I think that is easier said than done, especially when the world probably feels like it's falling apart. COVID has been super tough for people. I think in a lot of ways our culture has maybe reset or changed just in a lot of ways. And so what are some key tips we have here on the Minute with the Ministers on how to give thanks? And are you all thankful for anything?
Super fast. Yeah.
John, what are you thankful for? Like, when you think about your life and trajectory, and we're supposed to give thanks to God, what are some things that come to mind for you that you're like, these are things I can constantly praise God for?
The first one just comes as family. It's the big thing, is just one, praying for or being thankful for such a great spouse, for someone who holds us together, for someone who does so much for the family. And then just those boys that I have, Eli, Easton, and Everett, set in the order of preference. Just kidding. But just so you have that family first, and then you just do have a lot of that sense of, man, there's a gratefulness in who he's brought into our lives. And so there's the friendship part of everything, but then there's also just that experience part with friends of just, man, there's some moments that were really great because I got to celebrate them with certain people. There were moments really hard but comforting because I got to go through them with certain people. There's moments that just allow us to say, not only am I grateful for friendship because we go to a certain thing, but grateful for friendships because we go through certain things. And I think that's a little bit of what Paul's even kind of mentioning with his, like, this inheritance of the kingdom of inheritance with the saints of the kingdom of light, is just the sense of like, man, it's times where you just really need your community around you so that you understand, like, this is great experience. This is fun. This is lively, or this is an experience I absolutely needed that comfort. And I think that he's probably getting there as he leads into that rescue to dominion of darkness, kingdom of light, kingdom of the son he loves. And when you put those, two things, that kingdom together, that he's, right back to back on each other, you just got to really be like, man, I'm enjoying the community that Christ has put me around, and I'm grateful for that.
That's awesome. That's a good answer. What about you, Sarah? What are you thankful for?
Yeah, absolutely very similar in that,
you can't say the same answer.
We're here.
I know. Yes.
I know.
The rules on the Ministers of the Minute.
I do feel like, we're here in a place, we don't have family too far away, but we're still kind of on our own here where, they're in their own churches, in their own lives and doing their own thing. And so there is a thankfulness. I look back even on our time here at Little Rock Church of being thankful for, sorry, I know it's a similar answer, but being thankful for those that do surround us in times of need. Not just, when we're going through hard times necessarily, but as we have babies and people step up. we wouldn't be able to lead worship here at Little Rock Church without the people who have stepped in and taken our babies and held them while we, were leading worship. And just that, I'm so thankful for people who fill in the gap, that step in when needed, when necessary. Thankful for those times where we didn't even have to ask. It just happened. It just happened. There have been so many ups and downs and things throughout, our time here that just happened over and over again, where they've just stepped in and filled that space and become like family to us in that. And so those, as things change and as things move, and throughout COVID, even, there's been times where people have just stepped in and stepped up and filled in gaps and done for us that things that, we were almost just kind of wondering how this was all going to work. And then here we are, and so I'm very thankful for those moments, and for those people, and just trying to remain thankful. Sean is a huge part in that with us, and that it's like you said, he sees the good in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And it is such a blessing to be married to a spouse who has that perspective, who can bring me around to that moment of, okay, yes, I see your point, but let's look at this from this view, and that's a hard thing to do, but he's so good at that, at turning things around and helping you become thankful in that, right? I mean, come on.
Sean is the best. Sean is the absolute best. Yeah.
But I am thankful for that. He's a great person to look at, to, being thankful in situations that are tough or hard. So,
yeah, I think anybody who's going through difficult times, and it's hard to come up with like a list of things to be thankful for, I think one of the things we can do, just as a practical way to get in a good headspace, is be the thing in someone else's life that they can be thankful for. And so instead of like being internal of what do I have to be thankful for, and you're like, I may not, because it's if you're going through the thick of it, you may not have a list real quick that you're like, man, I don't resonate with Paul here. But I think you could be like, you know what? I could be the person in someone else's life that they could be thankful for. And I don't know if you'll find this way, but I find so often that my feelings follow my actions. So like so often we want to do things after we feel it. So like I'm going to treat my wife a certain way once I feel a certain way about her. And I think a wise way of living is to almost do it backwards. I'm going to do the things I know I'm supposed to do, trusting that the feelings will eventually catch up. And so that would be my word of wisdom for myself, at least when I go through moments and I'm like, I just don't feel thankful, would be to, try and do something to be thankful, to give someone else a reason to be thankful. And I think those feelings will catch up. So let's see, we've gone about 20 minutes because Sarah, you're so easy and good to talk to. It's like time flies by. It's like time. It's where does time go when Sarah Tappe shows up?
Right.
And I think, that's really the only question I had was about thankfulness. What summer plans do y'all have? Changing gears.
Well, we are headed to family camp at Pine Cove, July 4th.
Yes.
It's our first experience with it. I hear that it's amazing. It's going to be great. We're really excited. The kids are super pumped. And then at the end of the summer, with John, we're going to be doing CIY with the youth group too, with the 6th and 7th graders. And so those are our plans. That's all we have.
That's cool.
Sean gets a couple of weeks off every so often. So
yeah. When he's not busy stopping the world from the hackers.
Yeah.
What are you doing, John? I know. So CIY is coming up. When's the money due for that? For parents who are watching?
We're just going to have it due by the time we leave.
Okay.
We can kind of upfront the rest of it, and we have the contract.
I'm going to wait till the last minute.
Yeah, here you go.
Apparently I am too.
And so not to put any pressure on there, but just as we take off and we leave. And then we have my sister flying into, my sister's in Philadelphia. She's in Pennsylvania. And she's flying into Dallas on the 21st, and we'll pick her up and then take her to my parents' house and go hang out there for a week.
That's fun. We're going to Houston next week. My dad just had surgery, and my brother's coming in, so we're gonna go see him. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to Austin. Deborah and I are dropping the kids off at my parents.
Oh.
And two things that I'm really looking forward to. There's Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a tummy ache. That's one thing. And then the other thing is there's an arcade down there that does pizza and stuff that I'm looking forward to. You pay $10, you get to play like all day. So we'll pay $10 and play for 30 minutes and then be like, we're done with this.
We're done.
That's our life. Will, anything else y'all want to talk about?
No.
We have donuts with dads this Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
On the nose. Yep. Do y'all know what kind of donuts we're going to have?
Just a good variety.
A good variety.
Good ones.
Mostly glazed chocolate and strawberry, but there may be some cake donuts in there also.
And I love, like, over the last year, I don't get them often, but like a good strawberry glazed donut.
Yeah.
That is good. I had not had one until I was older, like an adult, and I thought I've not really lived until I had a strawberry donut. So what time does that start? 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock in the Nichols building.
In the Nichols building. Come on. Come all.
Come join us.
Donuts.
Even if you don't have kids here or not a dad, anything like that, just come join us. Enjoy the fellowship that we're going to have together. Enjoy being together. We got it titled Donuts for Dad because it's on Father's Day, but we'd love to have the whole church just show up and enjoy some conversation with each other.
Good word to end on. Well, I won't be here next week. I don't know when the doctor gets back and John, what y'all will do, but I will